What's good, y'all? Welcome back. So today I'm going to be giving you guys my Week 2 NFL predictions. This season's going to go by fast, man. I mean, we're already in Week 2. That sounds a little weird to say because it's Week 2 out of 18, but this season's going to go by fast. Week 1, I did not do well. Went 6-10 on my record predictions. That's horrible. I gotta do better. And we've got another 16 game week, so hopefully I am able to go 16-0 and bring my record back up and revive my prediction record because we are trying to do better than last season. But week 1 brought us a couple two good games, only two good games between the Jets and the Bills, and then the Chargers and the Dolphins. So two pretty good games. Fortunate enough, I was able to see both of them. I want to go on a little rant here because I play fantasy football. I don't put money up. I just do it for fun. I like to root for other teams and other players. So why not do fantasy football? Because then it gives me players to root for, So for each football team, you need to have a good quarterback. And that's what my thought process was going into drafting my fantasy team, right? And I wasn't going to take a quarterback in the first round. No, you're going to go, I'm going to try to get a good running back. I'm going to try to get good wide receivers off the bat, good weapons, and then go for the quarterback. So it was time for me to draft my quarterbacks. And I was fortunate enough to get some of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. So for one of my teams, I got Jalen Hurts, right? That's a good pick. And then for another one of my teams, I got Josh Allen. What a steal. And then for my final team, I drafted Joe Burrow. Great pick, Joe Burrow. Highest paid player in NFL history now. What a great pick. He's going to do great. He's got great weapons with him. 3 points. 3 points. He scored as many fantasy points as his team did. You just became the highest paid player in NFL history. You're scoring only 3 fantasy points and only 3 points against the Cleveland Browns? Bro, you have gone against more difficult defenses. Then you go up against the Browns and forget how to play football? 3 fantasy points? Dude, come on. And then Jalen Hurts. You fumbled the football. Only give me 12 fantasy points. What are you doing? Come on, Jalen Hurts. You were just in the Super Bowl. You have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and you only put up 12 fantasy points. I thought you could make plays with your legs, but you didn't do that either. Hey, at least his team won. Unlike this other quarterback too, Josh Allen. 4 turnovers for the Bills. 3 interceptions you threw to the same man, and then you fumbled the snap, picked up the ball, and then fumbled again. What are these quarterbacks doing? Brock Purdy outperformed all 3 of those quarterbacks. Jared Goff did better fantasy-wise and probably in-game-wise too than all 3 of those quarterbacks. Josh Allen and Joe Burrow combined had less points than Justin Jefferson. Jefferson had 19. Josh Allen and Joe Burrow combined had 12, 13, 14, 15 points. This is ridiculous. That's 1 point more than what Jared Goff had. Anyways, let's get into the predictions. We'll start off with Thursday Night Football between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Vikings offense did not look explosive. They had that one play to Jordan Addison, and then they had that 143-yard pass to Justin Jefferson. Besides that, offense didn't really look that good. They couldn't really get anything going. The Buccaneers, they came back from that game, so the Vikings defense has depleted a little bit. Then again, it is week 1. A lot of teams are not going to look how they are going to look later on in the season, but I'm going to give this one to the Eagles. Their defense is still pretty good. They showed that against the Patriots. Their offense was a little shaky. I feel like they'll be able to get it back on the road. This is a team that was just in the Super Bowl. They know how to win games. Next, we've got the Bears and the Buccaneers. I said the Buccaneers have Baker Mayfield as a quarterback. That's not really a quarterback. I was correct. The Vikings just didn't make it show. The Vikings offense just didn't put up the points that it was expected to put up in the game and win. So I still stand with what I said about Baker Mayfield. But the Bears, they did not look good up against the Packers. I thought Justin Fields was going to improve this year. He looked very, very shaky week 1. Looked very, very unprepared. I'll give this one to the Bucks. I'm pretty sure that's probably going to carry on to week 2. Hopefully it gets better as the season goes on. That's what happened last year. Hopefully it happens this year. But the thing is, though, you can't revert to what you were last year. You have to at least improve sometime in the offseason. Next, we got the Packers and the Falcons. The Packers are coming off a great win against the Bears. The Falcons are coming off a great win against the Panthers. I just think the Green Bay showed more potential, showed more things more things on offense than the Falcons did. They showed more things on defense. The Packers have a good defense. I just don't think the Falcons are going to be able to keep up. There's a lot of questions about Jordan Love. I thought he looked pretty good in that game. He definitely improved from what we first saw of him. So I'm going to be giving this one to the Packers. Next, we've got the Seahawks and the Lions. This little red bet here says coming off a mini bye because they had a Thursday night game and then they're playing Sunday. That's more rest than a team playing from Sunday to Sunday, but less than a team that has the entire week off. But the Seahawks did not look good against the Rams, who are a bad team. That just means that the Seahawks are a bad team. Geno Smith probably had a fluke year. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm going to be giving this one to the Lions. They showed good things on offense against the Chiefs, and they showed good things on defense against the Chiefs too. They held them to 20 points. Right? Yeah, they only held them to 20 points. So the Lions, they're going to be pretty decent this year. They probably will make the playoffs, might win the division. They still got to beat out the Packers. And the Lions have gotten some, now not to make excuses, but against the Packers, they're known to get a lot of calls against them. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But then again, that's when the Packers did have Aaron Rodgers. So it might be different now with Jordan Love. Next, we got the Niners and the Rams. I expect a very big win from the Niners. This is a divisional matchup, so it might be close, but the Niners do have the Los Angeles Rams number in the regular season, so I'm going to be giving this one to the 49ers. I will be very surprised if the Niners do lose this game because I'm saying this, they have home field advantage. We all know what SoFi looks like when the 49ers play there. It's a sea of red. 49ers will show out in LA. There's a lot of 49er fans in LA, or just a lot of 49ers fans like to travel to the cities or states that their team is going to play in, so that's what I really like about the 49ers fan base. They do travel very, very well. Next, we got the New York Giants versus the Arizona Cardinals. This is a battle of terrible and terrible. Both teams not going to be good this season. Giants, I thought they were going to be good this season. They just got blown out 40-0 by the Dallas Cowboys. Now, again, the Cowboys are a good team, but come on. I'm going to be going with the Arizona Cardinals just because, they're at home. Next, we got the Saints and the Panthers. I'm going to be taking experience here. Hayden Hurst, why did you throw Bryce Young's first career touchdown pass into the stands? What are you doing, you idiot? But besides that, the Saints, their defense played well against the Titans, held them to 15 points. If they can do that same thing here, they'll be able to win. Derek Carr's just got to put up way more points up on the board. It looks like Rashid Shaheed is going to be his favorite target this year, so he's going to get a lot of touches. He's going to get a lot of passes thrown to him. He just got to catch him. Bryce Young, he's going to improve as time goes on. He showed very good signs against the Falcons. He looked very, very calm. It wasn't just a preseason thing where it's like, oh, it's preseason, he got no pressure against. No, he looked very, very calm there too. I was surprised at his size, but I'm going to be giving one to the Saints regardless. And that's on Monday Night Football. There's 2 Monday Night Football games. I'm surprised that they already have a doubleheader this earlier into the season. But next, we got the Jets and the Cowboys. This is going to be a very, very good game. I'm just going to be giving it to the Cowboys because although the Jets defense is good, they don't have an offense anymore. They don't. So the Cowboys defense definitely will be able to take care of that. If I'm not sure if the Jets are gonna pick up another quarterback. I just don't believe in Zach Wilson myself. Next, we got the Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos. The Broncos, I thought their offense was going to be a lot better this season, but they just proved to me that it's going to be the same as last season, scoring 12 points per game. And then you got the Washington Commanders, who looked pretty solid. They came out with the win against the Cardinals. Then again, the Cardinals aren't going to be that good this year either. But the Broncos aren't going to be that good either this year as well. I'll be going with the Commanders. I like their defense too. Next, we got the Chiefs and the Jaguars. I'm going to be going with the Jags this season. The Jags looked a lot more prepared than the Chiefs did. If Kadarius Toney keeps playing like a stupid idiot and with butterfingers, then the Chiefs aren't going to win this game either because he's probably going to be their number one target if Kelsey is not there. I don't know why, but Holmes does not decide to throw it to Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I feel like he's more reliable than Kadarius Toney. But besides that, I'm going to be giving it to the Jaguars. Their defense looked pretty solid against the Colts. And their offense just is going to continue to get a lot better. And really, Trevor Lawrence doesn't really have that big of weapons. He has Zay Jones. He has I'm blanking, but Evan Ingram, and then there's another wide receiver. I'm sorry that I forgot his name, but they got him. I mean, they don't got a lot of big name weapons. Neither do the Chiefs without Kelsey. So I'll give it to the Jags. Next, you got the Ravens and the Bengals. I'm picking the Ravens. Joe Burrow, you're gonna have to prove to me again that you're a good quarterback in the NFL because of right now you are complete and utter dog doo doo. So the Bengals are going to lose this game even though they're at home. They did not look prepared week 1. Next, we got the Ravens and the Raiders and the Bills. Like the Bengals situation, I'm going with the Raiders. Josh Allen, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You play in New York. You played in New York, bro. You played in New Jersey. That wasn't a far travel. Buffalo is in New York. MetLife Stadium is in New Jersey. They are not far from each other. Are you serious? 4 turnovers, all coming from you. You cost them that game. You said that in your press conference. Everyone agreed with you, buddy. I'll pick the Raiders. I mean, I don't know how their defense is going to match up against the Bills. Bills defense, they allowed a touchdown drive to Zach Wilson. If they can allow a touchdown drive to Zach Wilson, they'll allow some touchdown drives to the Raiders. I don't think the Bills are good at stopping the run. Josh Jacobs is probably going to have a field day. Please, 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 because he's on my fantasy team as well. Next, we got the Chargers and the Titans. This one's going to be a blowout by the Chargers. I don't see the Titans coming close to this one at all. Next, we got the Colts and the Texans. CJ Stroud did pass for over 200 yards. Anthony Richardson ran for a couple yards and got a running touchdown too. Both quarterbacks rookies this year. Really, it's probably going to be up to a defensive battle, and I just like the Colts defense a lot more. DeForest Buckner with that scoop and score. Former 49ers still have much love for him. I'll be going with the Colts. Next, we got the Dolphins and the Patriots. This is a divisional matchup. This one could be close, but what the Dolphins show me is that their offense is here and here to stay. I mean, the Patriots defense definitely going to have a lot more trouble stopping this offense because they looked explosive week 1. And you need someone to cover Tyreek Hill. No one is as fast as him. If he burns you, you're done. You're cooked, literally. So, yeah. But hey, shout out to Kendrick Bourne. He did very, very well yesterday on Sunday with the Patriots. Obviously, he had that one drop pass that resulted in an interception. I think that one was the pick 6. I'm not sure. I think it was. But shout out to him because besides that, I mean, he had 2 touchdown passes. Former 49er, much love for him. I got a shirt with his name on the back. Maybe I probably was the only guy who had that, but I really like Kendrick Bourne. I like his game. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Much love. Next, we've got the Browns and the Steelers. I'm going to be going with the Steelers. Kenny Pickett, to me, will improve over time. They just went up against one of the best defense in the NFL. So, going from that to the Browns, you'll be able to score a lot more. Plus, this is a divisional matchup, so it's going to be close. I'll be giving this to the Steelers, and I think that might be an upset, but we are officially done with week 2 of the NFL. Hopefully, y'all did enjoy this video. If you guys agree or disagree with any of the predictions I made, then leave it in the comment section down below. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.